Hello, lovely viewers of YouTube and beyond. Welcome back to more Pokemon LeafGreen. My name is Matthew Arin, and in this part, we're going to explore Fuchsia City, for better or for worse. Between videos, I sold some of my items as well as deposited other items into the PC, and we're just going to go in some of these houses before we. This is the move deleter. A man who can delete your HM moves, those pesky HM moves. So let's say, oh wait a minute. So let's say you have that Pokemon that you don't want cut on anymore, then you can come here to delete that, have that move deleted. But I'm not going to do that right now, because it's not really that useful to me at the moment. Yeah, that's the only way you can delete HM moves. Up here is the Safari game. Here you can find exclusive Pokemon that are hard to obtain elsewhere. There's a Slowpoke, friendly and very slow moving. Let's see here. There's Lapras up here. All of these, aka the King of the Seas. When you check all of these Pokemon on the signs there, they're recorded as seen on your Pokedex. Here's Kabuto, an extremely rare Pokemon that was regenerated from a fossil. Here's Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan. I always wanted to say Kangaskhan. Oh well. A maternal Pokemon that raises its young in a pouch on its belly. Oh yeah. Okay. Gets a Mega Evolution in Generation 6. Here's Voltorb. The very image of a Pokeball, even though Voltorb is like 2 feet, the item ball in there, were you watching that? Me too, huh? That's a Pokemon? No. Yeah, you couldn't tell a Pokemon from something the size of a baseball. Okay, whatever. And then, of course, there is Chansey. Catching one is all up to chance. Chansey. Anyway, we're gonna see what this Safari Zone is all about. Or the Safari game, Pokemon you catch. So let's go in here. No. I can explain it. Then don't talk to the guy. So for just 500 Pokédollars, you can play the Safari game. You can roam the wide open Safari and you can catch what you like. Would you like to play? Yes. We only use a special kind of Pokeballs here. 30 Safari Balls. We'll call you on the PA when you run out of time or Safari Balls. Yes, apparently you are on a time limit. Or a step limit, I forgot. Here's a rest house right here. So, this is the Safari Zone, an area where, as I said, you can only catch special Pokemon. There's a Venonat right here. I think you can catch this elsewhere, but I'm gonna catch it anyway just because. Venonat lives in the shadows of tall trees where it eats bugs. It is attracted by light at night. You are required to come through here for, yeah, you are required to come through here because you need to get an item, more like an HM. Oh, look at that. Now, as seen there, the wild Pokemon you find in here are... You can't fight them with your own Pokemon. Let's see, here's Area 1. That other area we were just in was the entrance. You'll find different Pokemon in different areas. Ooh, a Doduo, huh? No, yes, you can't fight with your own wild Pokemon. I mean, with your own Pokemon. You can only throw Pokeballs or Safari Balls. You can throw bait or rocks. Bait or rocks. How do I explain this? Bait and rocks determine if the Pokemon will run away or not. All Pokemon in here can run away whenever they want to. They won't attack you, but sometimes when they don't run away, they'll just say, "Oh, this Pokemon is watching carefully," like right now. And they'll just shake, apparently. What you can do, oh, there we go, is throw bait or rocks. Bait, I believe, let's see, a bird that makes up for its poor flying with its fast foot speed leaves giant footprints. And even though it's a flightless bird, it can still learn fly. I think. I know Dodrio can learn fly, but ooh, an execute grass second type. Anyway, what I was saying before, I'm getting sidetracked here. Terribly sidetracked. Bait, I believe, makes the Pokemon less likely to run away, but it makes it harder to catch. Rocks makes it more likely to run away, but easier to catch. I'm not sure about that. I always get that confused, and honestly, I never use bait or rocks. Really? Unless it's a really hard Pokemon to catch. So here's an execute. This thing is being really picky. I don't remember having execute. I don't remember execute having a really high catch rate or anything, but there we go. And yes, I am catching these guys just to fill out my Pokedex and whatnot. No. There are Pokemon that you can only find in the Safari Zone. 3 Pokemon, I believe. That is Tauros. They're all normal types, by the way, coincidentally. There are this Pokemon called Tauros, Kangaskhan, and Chansey. Chansey. I really shouldn't be wasting time here. I should just go ahead and go to what we need to do here. It stiffens its ears to sense danger. The larger its horns, the more powerful its secreted venom. Okay. So there's a Nidoran male. You can also find Nidoran male, Nidoran female, Nidorina, and Nidorino. In fact, I'm going to try to catch a Nidorina. Just because. I really should be getting a move on, like I just said. Oh! Once you, like the guy said, once you run out of Safari Balls, or once time runs out, you will be escorted out of the Safari Zone. There are also items here, like a Leaf 7. Oh boy. Parrot is not really a good Pokemon. Has a very crippling weakness to... See, Paris is a bug grass type, right? And Yeah, it's not really. It has a lot of weaknesses. Namely, its weakness. It's 4 times weaknesses to both fire and flying. And yeah. Or whatever. Here's a full restore that pretty much restores all of your Pokemon's HP, plus heals any status conditions at the same time. Tired from all the fun. You. Oh boy. Now, there is one Pokemon in here that I do want to catch, right, for my team, and of course, it's the last Pokemon on my team, and I can guarantee you that this Pokemon is going to drive me crazy. From what I've been saying let's see, the female's horns develop slowly. Prefers physical attacks such as clawing and biting. Well, that's okay. Now if you've been paying attention to what I've been saying for like the past few minutes, then you should already know the Pokemon I want to catch. The remaining time only declines while you walk. Okay, so it is number of steps. A good tip if you don't want to run out of time is that you can slightly like tap the directional buttons and you'll turn, but you won't walk. And because you're not walking, you're not wasting steps. You still have Safari Balls to worry about, but yeah. And you're turning like that does kind of you walking through the tall grass. I don't know how, but yeah, if you're worried about the time, then don't be. So that's a tip. That's a tip you can use. And I know that's called a Nidorina, but although small, its venomous barbs render this Pokemon dangerous. The female has smaller horns. Training tips. Win a free agent by finding the secret house. Like I said, you do have to go. And here's a Rhyhorn. A rock ground type. Another rock ground type. Actually, I think it's a ground rock type. Definitely a step up from the Geodude family and the Onix family, because Rhyhorn and its evolution Rhydon have a really high defense, and yeah, it can stand up to physical hits like nothing else. And yes, I caught one. So it can be good. The only thing that kind of holds us back is that just like, oh, I forgot to read its Pokédex entry. Is that just like the Geodude family and Onix, Rhyhorn and Rhydon has that pesky ground rock type, which, yeah, makes it, yeah, both with the water and grass, like I said before. Now, I'm actually kind of nervous because the Pokemon that I want to catch in here, it can actually be found in this area. This is Area 2. I'll be coming back here later to see if I can find it. Because it's actually in Area 2 where it's the most common. And wouldn't it be just the funniest thing ever if I actually ran into it? But yeah, I mean all three Pokemon like that I mentioned before, like Tauros, Kangaskhan, and Chansey, are really rare. So yeah. Hmm. There's a little hint on the there's a little hint on the this town's gym leader, Koga. Haha, you got a Flareon. But anyway, I guess I'm not really. I don't really have anything else to explain. There's a protein right there. And yes, you can keep any items. Oh, crap. Yeah, I caught a lot. Now my own Pokemon count is up to 39. Wow. I didn't expect to get that much. I do recommend that you catch a lot of Pokemon, and particularly in this game. I mean, even if you're not the type to catch a lot of Pokemon, that I do recommend you do that in this game, because if you want, not to spoil things here, but if you want to continue on after you beat the game, you will need 60 kinds of Pokemon. 60 different kinds of Pokemon. That's all I'll say though. But anyway, let's just go back to the point in which we got, for lack of a better term, kicked out. Venomoth, evolved form of Venonat. They're alright bug types, really. I never really saw a point to using one, though. Probably because I don't really. I mean, bug types, they're not really that spectacular. There are good bug types out there, like Pinsir I mentioned earlier. There's Heracross for those of you who played Gold, Silver, Crystal, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I mean, there are good ones out there. There's Scolipede for those of you who played Pokemon Black and White 2, Black 2, White 2, whatever.